The only downfall of our trip is when we returned home, we found out that we've had an outbreak of worms in our sheep, and we came home to about 11 dead animals. You remember how those barns looked in, what is it, Cage Cove or whatever it is?
No.
How they were built real small base, but they all hung over on all four sides with no posts on the ground.
Okay.
And what I read was it said that what those settlers figured out is when they were charging them taxes, it was based on the footprint of the building.
Oh.
So they built a smaller footprint and just hung the sides over on it a lot farther, 7 or 8 foot. So they didn't have to pay as much taxes. I don't know if that's true or not.
Interesting. Well, guys, welcome to today's video. It's Bar 7 Ranch. Cody, Erica, and Clancy here. And we have impressed Clancy officially. We got up at 2 o'clock this morning, and we have made it to, currently, we're in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee.
Yep.
We just came through Pigeon Forge, and Bub was very impressed. He's like, what is all this stuff doing here?
Yeah, he can't fathom why Tennessee would be a tourist destination right down here in the middle of.
Sorry, guys.
For all that kind of stuff that's like in Pigeon Forge, and like he'll see when we get in here to Gatlinburg here in a minute.
I told him he hadn't seen nothing yet. We aren't even in Gatlinburg yet. It's worse.
But we're here today.
Hey, he's fly fishing down there.
Yeah, I saw that. There were people tubing down there when we came through last time.
Today or tomorrow we're going to
be at the ADM Buyers Showcase or something like that.
Is that what it's called?
It's called the Buyers Show, I think is what it's called.
Basically, it's where they invite ADM, the animal nutrition, people that sell feed and stuff like that. They're having 3 separate conferences scattered across the United States. One in Gatlinburg this week. Next month there's one in
July. There's one in
Missouri. And in
August is
Colorado. And they've invited us to come speak at all 3 of their conferences and to talk about, number 1, beef trait that we feed to our steers, and then number 2, to talk to their dealers about how to grow their social media presence and basically market their feed store, their businesses and stuff online. So we're going to give a speech about that on Thursday and then fly back home Thursday after.
All the sites real quick. It's so beautiful. If you've not been, this is our second time here, and it is just very beautiful. Very, very beautiful. But anyways, today we got, we had to fly out so early, but we got here at 12, so we kind of have a little bit of free time this afternoon. It's already 2 o'clock, but we have a little bit of free time, and we've been discussing what we might want to do. We're thinking a mountain coaster, and then Dad,
I've always wanted to do one.
Yeah, I wanted to do one too last time we were here, and we didn't get to, so.
But you want to do a sissy one.
Bub says mine, I want to do the sissy one. Bub wants to do the very, high thrilling one. So we might have to go to 2 different mountain coaster places. We'll see. And then Dad has requested maybe the Hatfield and McCoy dinner. What was it?
I just said that would be cool. We don't have to do that.
It looks cool though.
But there is also
it's like a
Brazilian steakhouse, so we might go to that instead, because we'll probably be more than Eric and I can eat there than if we go to the dinner show.
But a dinner show would be cool too. So.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see what we do.
We'll see what we see.
We'll see what we see.
Why did you sign up for this if you don't even like being in?
We're still under the building.
What is this thing called? It's like not a gondola.
Shake it. It's a ski lift.
It's like a ski lift here in Gatlinburg. But here's the behind us. We just got on. Here's the front, headed up the mountain here. We got to ride it all the way to the top just to get to the rides.
Oh, I need you to hold on to me. You're going to drop your phone.
Erica's deathly afraid of heights, among other things.
I did this
I
Hey,
could
what are
probably
you
lock.
doing? What
I'm
are
gonna
you
lock
doing?
that. Make sure I lock the
Please
pickup.
stop worrying about that right now.
Why? I don't want all my stuff to
Nobody
get
cares.
stole.
Please, I need you to
Go ahead, Dad. I'm watching.
All right, it's done. It don't flash the lights or nothing.
Oh,
so.
the window, the
Hey,
mirrors
listen.
are closed
Okay,
anyway.
I'll close them in.
I need to hold
Calm
your
down,
arm.
E-Dog.
I know, I need to hold your arm.
Calm down.
This is the best.
All right, guys.
This is the best thing about being here so far.
We'll catch y'all at the top.
Oh my gosh, don't look down.
We survived the gondola or whatever that thing's called.
Barely.
Ski lift ride. Eric about flipped out. Halfway up, we got stopped, and then a bumblebee decided he wanted to land on me and then on to Erica, and I thought she was going to throw herself out, but we got through. And
I'm not riding that down.
I'll
not riding that
I'll
down.
give you a little push up here at the top.
When I did this in Montana, I did not ride it down. I walked 8 miles down.
Well, we'll see you tomorrow, I guess. All right, guys. Y'all keep ranching. Well, guys, here's the two daredevils getting ready to take off. I don't know. They're starting the wrong way. Clancy needs to be in the front because he wants to run wide open. Erica wants to go slow. All right, here goes E-Dog. There she is. Her and Clance. I don't know how they ended up right there next to each other, but there they come.
Oh, Bub took the easy way out down there.
Just run. Let go and run. Erica, let go and run. Oh. A little harder there, huh?
If you put one foot on each barrel and spread them out, the knots on the rope on the bottom will stop it from shaking as much. The slide right behind you.
Can slide down the slide.
No, it's like a McDonald's play place.
Yeah, it's like a organic McDonald's.
Yeah.
Slide down the slide, Erica. Oh. Was that skin or shoes?
I'm not doing that.
You think I could run across that?
Probably.
That one fun?
That was fun.
Got any burn in them legs? That better or worse than stairs?
All right, guys, we're going down the ski lift in the, whatever you call this, gondola? I don't know what you call these.
Chondola is what they call
Oh,
them.
chondola. This is called a chondola here.
I don't know what that means.
We are not the crazy people going down it in the ski lifts. We waited around on these. There's about 4 of these on the whole thing. So you gotta wait a little bit, but
I would have rather the ski lift.
Bub says he doesn't feel any safer in this, but I am acting like a normal human being on the way down, so I feel a lot safer in this, so.
We were lucky we got on this because I mean, if it was just an act of God that Maria's sister was still at the ice cream stand.
Maria was very upset. Oh my gosh.
Her sister is not dependable. No. And she's gonna know why when she's sitting in the hotel not wanting to go do nothing. She gonna
They
know
had
why,
tickets to the Titanic, so
they got tickets to the Titanic.
oh my gosh.
Everybody on this thing knows why Maria and them ain't making it to the Titanic.
Gosh, that was a show. That was a show. Anyways,
It was free.
So you might see videos of me and Cody riding the, what do you call that thing? Not the rail.
Hellbender.
Yeah, the Hellbender. The rail runner, Cody took some pictures of me and Bub, or videos.
Downhill roller coaster.
Yeah. But we all rode the Hellbender.
Terrible and didn't get my video.
Yeah, but
Clancy threw what we like to affectionately call in our house a dewey fit.
How did I throw
we
a
had a
dewey fit?
misunderstanding.
I don't understand how I threw a dewey fit.
We had a misunderstanding. Clancy scanned his card to see his video, and he didn't think I'd pay $12 for the video, but I didn't take my...
And then he dropped his card in.
He dropped his card in, and we couldn't get it.
This memory was lost forever.
It was lost forever. So you might see me and Cody, but Clancy was also doing it. We just didn't get the video. And we tried to get him to do it again, and he said no. So, anyways. Okay.
Almost done. I got a headache.
All right. Anyways, here we go. We're like halfway down, maybe? We're like halfway down, so.
No, we're fixing to cross the bridge. So.
Oh, well, we're almost home. Almost down.
Yeah, see.
All right,
if we would have been a different one, this would have been good.
They said there are bears over here. So we're looking for the bears.
Can't even see nothing out these windows.
Bub, calm down.
I'll pick that up in a minute.
Unless it falls out of here. Do you see the bear? Stop, Bub.
Oh,
God.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
I hate it when that happens.
You gotta go with it.
Do you see the bears yet?
I ain't seen no
you can get. So when we first started this program, when my daughter was probably around the age of 10, I think she was her second year in 4-H, so that would have been about 10 years ago, we fed a mixed ration, just it was a complete ration, but it was a sacked mixed feed that we bought at the feed store. And when I say profitability, there are a lot, I think we've seen a trend where people are wanting to, men and women on their ranches, they're wanting to finish out a few of their animals to sell directly to the consumer, right? But it still has to be worth their time and their effort for them to do that. I mean, they don't want to just do it for the fun of it. I mean, they've been finishing cattle their whole lives. They don't want to do it just so they can say they did it. They need to be able to make a better return for taking that risk and holding those cattle for that extra 150 days compared to those people that just sell them right there at weaning or when they're 700-800 pounds. So. Just get started, right? We've all heard that, what's the easiest way to eat an elephant? One bite at a time. You got to get started, right? Nobody, raise your hand if you feel comfortable standing in front of the camera talking about stuff. Okay? We got a few. That's all right. That's fine. How many of you are scared to death that if I walked up to you and said, "Hey, we're going to shoot a commercial for your store right now," you'd be like, "Oh, no, I'm not going to do that." I mean, there's a lot of us that don't want to do that, right? We don't want to talk. But think about it this way. If it's just you and your camera, it's just you and your camera. There's nobody there that you have to worry about impressing. You can start and stop as many times as you want to. You can redo it. You can rethink it. You can do whatever you want because you're not paying somebody to come out there and film a commercial for you. You're not on somebody else's time. It's just you. And who knows more about the feed that you're trying to sell than you? I mean, there's probably some really techie guys in here. There are some people that love the science behind how all this feed additives and all this stuff works. But the average Joe, all they want to know is, hey, this puts cheap fast gain on my pig for me, or it does. Just keep it simple. Keep it in layman's terms. If somebody asks you for the other stuff and you know it, then go on and elaborate. But don't get too in depth in everything.
So quickly.
Well, guys, we made it home from Tennessee. We had a good time there in the Smoky Mountains. We had a good time in Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge area there, spending some time in their fun little spot to hang. Had a good conference with the ADM folks, speaking with their dealers about our experiences with beef trait and also sharing with them how to use social media to promote their own businesses and the way we've found success in social media.
I'm trying to see if this thing got foggy again.
So, good time. Met a lot of new people, made some new friends, and had a good time there. The only downfall of our trip is when we returned home, we found out that we've had an outbreak of worms in our sheep, and we came home to about 11 dead animals. And while Kylie was home watching them, this is no fault of hers. I mean, it comes on so quick, and they're not showing the clinical signs because they're not developing the edema under the swollenness under their jaw, the bottle jaw like they call it. Most of what was affected was lambs, so it hits them rather quickly and then just wipes them out. So like I said, we've lost about 11 lambs. That equates to about $2,200 worth of loss. Those lambs would have been sold for somewhere between $200 and $300 a piece. So we had a vet come out yesterday. As soon as we got home, we called a vet because Kylie said, hey, there's a bunch of dead stuff around here. And had her come out, and she did an autopsy on a couple of them that had just died. And then she also drew blood off of one that was, a lamb that was showing signs of being sick. Took that home and spun his blood down, and he was very anemic. He just was full of worms. And what's causing that, guys, is we've had rain for nearly a month straight. Every 2 or 3 days, it seems like. We got like 2 inches while we were gone in the 3 days while we were gone. Places on our ranch here that are on a hill basically are still standing in water. A half inch of water on top of them. There's not hardly any dry spots for these sheep and to get to, and the way the life cycle of the worms works, they're hatching and they're just taking over. So, but we've got some wormer and stuff. So tomorrow we're going to get everybody up. We're going to pin them. We're just going to, normally we would never mass worm everything or mass vaccinate, mass treat the entire flock, but at the advice of our vet, she's like, yeah, I would probably do it this time. And we're hoping, because our sheep, we haven't been worming for the last 2 to 3 years, that the parasites inside of them will be very susceptible to the wormers that we're going to use, so that we can hopefully get it knocked out of them. We'll go over this in the next video, or a video or two down the line. But you might ask, well, why aren't you worming them? I thought that was something you're supposed to do all the time. In nature, they're not getting wormed. They're getting what they need from nature. And what we're trying to do with our flock is develop a set of sheep that are naturally disease and parasite resistant on their own. And to do that, you have to, like as we go through tomorrow and start to worm these sheep, we're going to do a FAMACHA scoring on them, which look that up, FAMACHA. It's where you look at the color of the skin inside their eyelid. And the ones that are still bright red, that's what you want them to be. That means they've got plenty of red blood cells flowing through their blood. We're going to keep a record of all the ewes, because we've got them all ear tagged now with our new ear tags. We're going to keep a record of all the ones that are in that 1 to 2 range, which are really dark red or dark, a dark pink. And then the other ones, we're going to make a note of them. We're going to worm them. We're going to worm them all, but those that are showing signs of being wormy, we're going to make a note of them. And then, that may be something we cull in the future, and like, hey, we're going to keep, we've got out of 80 or whatever ewes out there, 60 of them are in really good shape. These 20 aren't the best. We may separate them and get rid of them and get them out of the flock, and then continue to try to develop a better set of genes in our sheep. So, but other than that, it's a great time. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. That was my cue.
Yeah.
And be sure and go check out our other channel, Keep Praying. That's
Keep
where we
Praying with
have
no G, just like Keep Ranching. That's where we're going to be posting our capsule sermons from now on. And let us know what you think about the trip, if you've ever been to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge area, and what you thought about it.
It's one of my favorite places to visit. Even though it's very congested I mean, there's a lot of people there, but as long as you pick the right spots and don't do all the real touristy stuff, it's not too bad.
We did all the real touristy stuff.
I guess, but I don't know.
But here's a call to action for y'all. We're going to Branson, Missouri.
Oh yeah.
When? In June?
July. We're going in July.
In July. So let us know what shows you've been to in Branson or what there is to do. Just let us know your favorite parts about Branson. So we're only going to be there for 3 days, and we're not going to have a whole lot of time. So
it's another business trip. So we'll have like a little bit of time, just like we had now. So we'll have maybe time to do like 2 shows or something like that. So we really want to get the best bang for our buck.
Absolutely. So let us know in the comments. Y'all keep ranching.